Hey everyone, let me take a little bit of your time here and I want to show you an incredibly great reverb unit, hardware reverb unit from the past. These Alesis Wedges, and if you can find them used on eBay or whatever, I would snarf them up. They're going for anywhere from $25 to $75, and I think new they were probably about twice that price, maybe upwards of about $200. I really don't remember, but I've got a couple of them and I think they're just fantastic. What I'm going to do, I've got this on an effects send on my microphone, and you can hear I just dialed in this concert hall, and it has 200 programs. You can go back and forth with the programs here. It's got two banks, you can see there. And what really makes this is insane is the editing parameters that you can use on this particular unit. And let me just scroll through some of them here. I got the concert hall. Here's a small hall. And a bright hall. Classical. Here's a slow bloom. You can hear it has an amount of pre-delay to it. And let me just show you here on editing here. I'm going to hit the edit button. And you can see all the different parameters that come up. And if I really want to increase the decay, I'm up to 45 seconds. It's a long time. Get that Taj Mahal. Hit the edit button again. And I can adjust things like the pre-delay. Density, diffusion. This swirl is pretty neat here. And the high damp and all that sort of thing. Get back to the program, I just go ahead and hit program. And you can see there's other setups that you can do here as far as the utilities, the I/O. You can make your own programs. Like I say, this has two banks on it. Two banks of 100, and or it might be 99, I don't know, but like I say, 200 presets, and then another place for another 200 user presets. If you don't really have a mic hooked up easily, or you're using it on guitar or something like that, you can just go ahead and hit this tap audition. And that's a little loud there, but it gives you an idea what the sound sounds like there. It just gives you kind of an impulse. This is really nice here, a nice warm hall. And just scrolling through. Cedar room. It's really nice, really good for ambience. And if I just kind of tone this back on my send here, you can see that it gives me a little bit of livelihood. I'm going to turn the input to this unit off completely, and you can hear how dry it is. But just adding just a little bit back in, it sounds great. It sounds like, give me some fantastic. This is really good for some drums, in other words. And a lot of the times when you switch over to the different banks here, now I'm on this bank, I switch over and I get a similar sound. So it's not like you're really going from a really long decay over to another long decay. Small vocal. This is a nice one. I really like this airy hall. And I will add a little bit of decay to it if you want. And that sounds, to me, that just sounds great. Personally, I think this unit is kind of a hidden gem, and it really rivals a lot of higher end lexicons and such. And I know people are going to scoff at me and say, "You got to be kidding me! There's no way that this unit is as good as that." But quite frankly, you put them in a mix. But you can hear, standing alone, this unit just really, it sounds great. Nice tail on it. Yeah, that's a really wonderful tail. It doesn't sound grainy or whatever. And then you can get up into the higher programs, and they've got some of the combinations here, because you can do a chorus and a delay in a room. I'm me crank up my send. And you can see up here it describes what's going on. Big bathroom. Yeah, this is a big bathroom. Scary space. Empty hall. But let me see. Okay, here we go. We're getting up to, and if I can want to change the parameters on that, I can change my feedback. Back to my programs. Wall of guitar. Doubler effect. Let me turn this up a little bit. I'm going to turn it completely off. You can see how dry I am, and then turn the doubler back on. Dance and delay. There's your ping pong. Wide chorus. You can, and believe me, this sounds great on guitars and everything too. Large plate. It's got a great sound to it. So, like I say, I think these units are just fantastic for what they are, and they're portable. They have their own little power supply, and I use them on headphone mixes. I use them for my guitar, and I'll even use them as an external insert. And that's about it. I just kind of wanted to show you what I really thought was a good unit, and hopefully you might agree with me, and excuse my furnace kicking on in the background there, but I'll let you guys go. That's it. Alesis Wedge.